Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to Red 5 Reviews. Today's episode is a continuation of my Halloween special with a review of Book 2 in the spooky Star Wars series Galaxy of Fear. The book is titled City of the Dead. It was published in February of 1997 and continues to follow Tash, a young girl who longs to be a Jedi, her brother Zack, and their mysterious Uncle Hool. Before I give my thoughts, here's a brief summary, again provided from the back of the book. Welcome to the City of the Dead. When Hool, Tash, and Zack stop on Necropolis to look for a new starship, Zack immediately makes friends with the local kids, and he's willing to pull a crazy stunt, like going into the Necropolitan Cemetery at midnight, just to prove he's as tough as they are. The cemetery is silent as death and full of white, wriggling bone worms, and maybe Zack should have thought twice before accepting this dare. Just because the bodies are buried doesn't mean they're dead. This book was great and pretty fun. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Out of all the Star Wars Galaxy of Fear books I've read, this one so far is my favorite. I was surprised with how dark this book got on occasion, especially for a young reader book. For instance, we see Zack have a nightmare regarding his dead mother who was killed on Alderaan, and he's also dealing with Survivor's Guild about that. At one point, we also see one of the younger main characters being buried alive, which again was a little surprising to see in a young reader book, at least in my opinion. And like the first book, I'm really enjoying how the author is connecting these new characters to the old ones. We see characters like Boba Fett and even Dr. Evazan, who was seen in the Mos Eisley Cantina in A New Hope, who crossed Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan, and who also has the death sentence on 12 systems. It was a lot of fun to read another Star Wars book featuring zombies. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this story was one of the first Star Wars stories to feature zombies before Death Troopers and Red Harvest, unless there's one that I haven't come across yet. Feel free to post in the comments if there is. I don't want to spoil much because I really do recommend that you guys check these books out, but I will say that I really enjoyed the ending, especially in the epilogue, because it had one of those moments where you would end up saying, "Wait, what?" This book is very well written and has a great story that was very engaging and has a great cast of characters, and if nothing else, definitely check it out to see Boba Fett take on some zombies. Oops, mild spoiler. I'm going to give Star Wars Galaxy of Fear City of the Dead 4.5 out of 5 stars. Thanks so much for checking out this review, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Be sure to stay tuned this Tuesday for my review of Book 3 in the series, Planet Plague. But until then, this is Red 5 standing by.